Mandarin is one of the hardest languages on the planet. Tones? Check. Thousands of characters? Check. A grammar system that looks deceptively simple but hides linguistic chaos? Double check. And what does Duolingo do? It hands you a green owl and some cartoonish sentences and says, "Good luck, buddy." Now, I've roasted a lot of Duolingo courses, but Mandarin might just be the most beautiful disaster yet. If you thought learning a tonal language through multiple choice quizzes and random sentences was a solid idea, I have excellent news. You're about to experience an existential crisis. But before we dive into the insanity that is Duolingo Mandarin, I've got to tell you, I recently stumbled across something that actually doesn't feel like it was designed by a chaotic AI with a vendetta against fluency. It's called MosaLingua, and I honestly can't believe more people don't know about it. I tried it on a whim, and within minutes, I was like, oh, this is how language learning is actually supposed to work. Instead of random sentences that may or may not ever be useful, MosaLingua focuses on practical vocabulary. Stuff you'll actually use from day one. It uses spaced repetition, smart flashcards, and audio from native speakers, so words don't just bounce off your brain like water off a duck's back. Plus, you're actually encouraged to speak, which, let's be real, is the part Duolingo conveniently forgets about. You can do 15 days of free trial and then decide if you want the pro version. If you want to check it out, just Google MosaLingua or use the link in the description or the pinned comment below. It's an affiliate link, so I do earn a small commission at no extra cost to you, but honestly, I'd recommend it even if I wasn't getting a dime. It just makes language learning a complete no-brainer. Anyway, back to the absolute chaos that is Duolingo Mandarin. First things first, pinyin overload. Now, if you don't know what pinyin is, it's the romanized way of writing Mandarin pronunciation, like ni hao instead of ni hao. Super useful for beginners, right? Except Duolingo clings to pinyin like a lifeboat in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. It takes forever before you actually start seeing Chinese characters, which is kind of like learning to ride a bike by only watching Tour de France highlights. And when Duolingo does introduce characters, oh, you get zero explanation. No stroke order, no radical breakdowns, just vibes. You're expected to magically absorb them through sheer willpower, which is cute if you're a wizard, but for normal people, good luck remembering if that squiggly line means water or eternal suffering. Then there's the tone problem. Mandarin has 4 tones, 5 if you count the neutral one, and using the wrong one can make you sound like a malfunctioning robot. But does Duolingo care? Not really. You could say ma, mother, instead of ma, horse, and accidentally call your mom a majestic stallion, and the owl will just nod and say, "Great job." But nothing, and I mean nothing, prepared me for the sentence selection. I'm convinced the Duolingo devs play Mad Libs when designing these courses. Stuff like, "My cat drinks beer." Why? Who? Is this legal? "The turtle is faster than me." A self-esteem issue disguised as a language lesson. "We don't have bread, but we have freedom." What kind of dystopian bakery is this? Imagine walking up to a native speaker in China, confidently saying, "My cat drinks beer," and watching them slowly back away. And the speaking exercises? A joke. The AI is so forgiving that you could whisper sweet nothings to your microphone and it would still say, "Perfect pronunciation!" I once mumbled a toneless, half-hearted phrase, and Duolingo responded like I was the second coming of Confucius. So, is Duolingo Mandarin completely useless? Not entirely. It's fine for dabbling, but if you're serious about learning, you'll need an actual structured resource that doesn't feel like a chaotic experiment. Bottom line, Duolingo Mandarin is like trying to learn kung fu from a children's cartoon. You might pick up a few moves, but good luck in a real fight. If you want to experience actual progress without questioning your life choices, I highly recommend checking out MosaLingua. Again, link below. But hey, if you prefer learning through beer-drinking cats and philosophical bakeries, then by all means, embrace the chaos.